And we are live, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the BKB. Well, not BKB 21, but BKB in the future. This fight looking to be in place in August. Eric Olsen and Anthony Holmes. It's been in the pipeline for quite some time, matched over and over again. We're hoping we can see it in the future. I want to go to you first, Anthony. Obviously, it seems to be the fight to make. It was off, it was on, it was on. Is it the fight next for you? Is there anyone else? Is this the fight you want next?
Well, Jim's been in touch with me. He's given me Eric or Well, obviously there were a few things said which I didn't want to go into the ring with. It were fucking squash first. Like I say, on Eric's behalf, he said there were some things said on my behalf. Like I said, ride a man's back enough, you are going to get something back. You know, that's just how it is. That we're blokes. We aren't just going to sit there and be quiet. Like fucking, like we said, some things got said out of turn, which then I wasn't going to fight. Just obviously it's my dad. But I've put it to fans. It's what fans want. I put mine. Obviously, I want to fight Lerwell as well. But I put it up Lerwell and Eric, who do want me to see next, and they've all well 60% to Eric. I think that's where his charisma towards fans, I think, as well. So. That's a good one.
Eric, is it a case of putting differences aside and getting the fight on?
There was no differences. Me and Anthony got along for a year up until his stupid fucking fans triggered drama and me and him banged heads. I've been wanting to fight him since I saw him beat Mason. And I wanted to fight Lerwell since I saw Lerwell knock out Radford, but he moved down to 88 kilograms, and we all know my biggest fights with my weight. As far as any personal differences, like I said from the jump, if you ask Anthony for a year, we were cool speaking. But I also go extremely fucking nuts when I feel disrespected. You know, I did say some things that were disrespectful. In my defense, they were in response to something that offended me that he said. And I would like to have the fight, obviously. I don't want to fight anybody that can't fight. You've known me for 5 years. Well, 3, George. Who the fuck have I ever picked that can't fight? I don't think I've ever picked one fight. Jim just tells me who I'm fighting, and I fight the motherfucker. Yeah. So, yes, I'd like the fight to go forward. If that means me and Anthony are good or in theory good, because I don't know how you can forgive things that have been said like that, then so be it. But, yeah, I want to fight him. I've been wanting to fight him.
Yeah. Is there an element of regret on both sides about things that were said, or is it just it was just caught up in the moment sort of thing?
Yeah, things escalate. Like I said, I didn't think it was in particular what I said from my side, you know, to deserve that. But like I say, we're having a bit of a few stabs with while we're fighting Ryan, and like you do enough stabbing or prodding at a bloke, and they are going to say something back. That's just it.
Listen.
And that's it.
What you just said that you felt you didn't say something to deserve it. There's really no line with me. It could be a bump. You could bump into me and I'll go fucking nuclear. My big problem wasn't what you said. It was that you said it when I wasn't in the country. To me, you're a fighter. You fight. You've been locked down. You know what's up. So why say it when I'm not there, when I was in your inbox, when I still was in England, and ain't nothing been said? If you had those feelings and you brought up some personal things between your friends and me. And I'm going to say this now so Anthony can hear it. And of course, my phone's starting to die. And George can hear it, and everyone can hear it. Any fan, and this goes for my own fans too, although I don't want any fucking fans. I ain't Mr. fucking Community. Any fan who's going to be in my inbox or a fighter's inbox talking shit, I'm going to let them know you're a family guy, and I'm going to make fun of them for it. I'm going to post a picture of their kids, and I'm going to tell them, this is what you do. Watch Peppa Pig with your kid. Get the fuck out of my inbox. I don't like what I said in response to what Anthony did, because like I said, it has nothing to do with anything outside of saying it was cool. I was cool with the guy for a year. Anthony, when there's some personal problems, was I in your inbox? I gave you my phone number. I said to you, if you ever need to talk, speak. When his father passed away, I was one of the first ones in his inbox telling him, I'm sorry that happened, commenting on his stuff, my condolences. That wasn't fake. I don't give my number out to people I'm going to fight. I don't really care. But he and I was cool. Over time, that got stressed, and it turned into a fucking ridiculous thing. And I'm a ridiculous person when I lose it. I don't stop. But yes, I regret. I don't like I did it to somebody that for a year I had a rapport with. To me, it was overkill on somebody that, look, if I wanted to go to jail for something or do something nuts in England, it wouldn't be the Holmes. It would be the fucking John V. show.
Good. I mean that shows a lot of class there. I mean, it was, I suppose a lot of people would say that there was proportionally a difference in the way you both spoke to each other, but the fact that you've been able to say that is, yeah, really good. I like that, Eric. So this is then, you know, the next fight to make. This is, I mean, is Anthony the best in the division? Is that what you're saying? You know, you want to fight the best. Is Anthony the best in your opinion?
Well, I think I'm the best. Second to me, I'd say he has to be at the moment because he beat two good guys.
Yeah.
Like, obviously, he beat Ryan, and I thought Ryan was going to be able to outbox him. And then he beat Mason Shaw. I always confuse the names, Mason and John fucking TP Shaw. So he's coming off those two wins. And if we put aside any crazy, I want to stab you to death, burn your house down fucking talk, if we put that stuff aside and we speak normally about the fucking combat sport, he's shown two good performances. So of course I'd want to fight him. He's not had a loss yet out of his two, and he's not fucking a toothpick. He's not 80 kilograms. So, you know, I say I'm the best in the division. Him, Mason Shaw, everybody else can disagree with it, and they should. They're fighters. Yeah. But yes, I want to fight him. I think he's good.
Definitely. And this is, well, where does Eric rank Anthony amongst your challenges so far? Where would you put him amongst the fighters?
Well, he's been there before, hasn't he? But like I said, nobody's beating me in our division. That's it. That's fact. But yeah, he's got that name. He's been in there long enough. Like I say, I wanted Nelder as well because he's Hall of Famer. Characters I want, and this is what fans want as well. So, like I say, I put that up, see what feelers were, and I think Eric got the biggest vote. Jim's Hopper, he said to me, well, last phone call we had, but I just said whoever's ready for August, which I'll be back out August, so whoever's prepped for then, I'm prepped. So
yeah, when are you back in the country, Eric? When are you like able to fight her?
I'm back in at the middle to end of July, so I'm coming over ready to fight in August. The scenario that ended up happening, and I'm going to clear this up because Anthony said some less than admirable things about it, but I get it. We were arguing. We were both going back and forth. It's what you're supposed to do. I have 6 months in England, and then I have to leave for a certain amount of time. There's no set time on that. But if I come back too soon, they deny my entry for 5 years. So if I get a work visa, it doesn't matter. All that would happen with a work visa is they would fucking take any money I make if they knew about it. And if they still, you have to leave and then you have to come back. So when I came in from Germany last time, I was in Germany 2 months, in England 3, and they gave me a problem about the times, but because I had been in Poland, I don't know, it offset everything. So I figure I'd leave before my immigration, literally my 6 months was up, and then I stay here like 4 or 5 months, and then I can jump back over. And it's never been a problem in the past, so this time it'll be a fucking problem. Watch, but it's never been one in the past.
So August, this back for, well,
yeah, that's what
it was supposed to be originally for a world title. Has there been any discussion about
it? It is a world title. Yeah, it's a world title fight. He's won his last 2. I've won my last 3, despite what everyone wants to ignore at that weight. My last 2 at that weight before I turned into the fucking Michelin Man, before I turned into Mr. Blobby and fought, what the fuck's that big motherfucker? Before I fought Milner. Yeah. No point in me being that big. But at 88 to 93 kilograms, Hodgson fight was 92, which, and I won that one. Tell Matthew I say hello, Anthony. He's your training partner. He wants me gone.
He speaks for himself.
No, I know, and I'll just say this. I'm going to say this. Like me and Ant, you can even ask him. He don't talk as much as me. Give him that. We got along for a year. We was cool. We were set to fight.
Yep.
And it fucking fight never happened. And the fight also didn't happen because I refused, because Anthony refused. That was COVID. And then when they gave him like 3-week notice, he fucked his back up running. I got up to like 115 kilograms. Fucking don't know what the fuck I was doing. And then like
200 miles for charity. That's what we're doing. Okay.
Yeah, but it got in your way and it fucked up the scenario. Like we weren't at peak physical condition for what we had wanted on a 3-week notice on a lockdown show. I feel that we should have all these big mouth fans there. All these big mouth fans should be in there watching. Because after I beat you, Anthony, I'm throwing a water bottle at one of them. And you know, if you split me down the middle, they're gonna want the blood to splatter all over.
I'm just coming off that point, Anthony. I've got to ask about your fans. Do you often get messages from your fans about Eric, like how much they dislike him? Is it a regular occurrence?
Constantly. But like I say, if anybody who starts, get involved in that argument, which I think it feeds Eric anyway, so it's up to them to carry it on. Want to do, you know what I mean? I'm not the one to jump on arguments or like that. Every bloke to themselves in that way. So
look, like I said about the fight from the beginning, Anthony messaged me a year ago and we started talking and we were understanding we were going to probably fight. The guy has, if you even watch his like energy here, there's nothing really brash or annoying about it. He's laid back, confident he could fight. These fucking fans. Now, I'm not that way. I'm big mouthed and I'm always going to be going off. Fans started it. When I went up to Leeds with Smudger for a month, I saw everybody in the world. Nobody said anything negative to me. And they all knew I was set to fight Holmes. Yeah. And then I left Leeds and everyone started inboxing me how they're going to smash my head in. People did that when I was in Belle Isle and I gave them my address and ain't nobody pulled up. So, me and Anthony, like I said, from the jump, we knew we were going to fight. Listen, I have so many fights. We could be cool. We could not be cool. Me and Anthony got along. Now we don't. I don't know how he personally feels anymore. I know that at this moment, Anthony, I wanted to kill you yesterday because I was getting sick of the fact that I have to find time to do these calls because I'm usually at the gym or I'm at work. So I thought you were just blowing off the fucking call just to fuck with me, It was making me go fucking mental.
Yeah.
But at this moment in time, I'm relaxed and I'm cool enough to be able to hear what you're saying. And, I go based on how you're going to go with me. You were cool from the beginning. Then we got into an argument. We said some things. And I'm trying to be as even as I can right now. And you're just an opponent at this point. I mean, when we're in there punching each other, I'm sure some things will come up in both our minds. But I would like that fight to happen in August. And I'd like all his big fucking mouth fans to be right there watching it too.
Do you need a dislike coming into fights, Eric? Because it seems as though it gives you an advantage when you fight someone you dislike.
No, I don't care. I just don't know why anybody would like me because I don't like them. Like, I ain't got nothing in common with half these motherfuckers. Anthony ain't got nothing in common with half. We're not speaking about fighters here. We're speaking about a bunch of fucking people. American do it too. English do it. Who watch UFC fights, eat at Buffalo Wild Wings, tell them to scream while they're stuffing their big fat fucking chops. Oh, I would just stand up if Khabib took me down. I don't have nothing in common with these people. Yeah. So I don't like them. So I like fucking with them. I get bored real easy with training, so I might as well talk shit. I never disliked Anthony. We didn't, it's pre-fight banter. He believes he's going to beat me. I believe I'm going to beat him. His accent obviously could use some fucking work. Nobody wants that Yorkshire accent. But aside from that, like, it's the fans, man. I'd like to fucking get them all in the ring at once. And you sound like a southern fucking homosexual with that fucking accent, George.
It's funny because I'm always called middle class, but I literally, my mum's a teaching assistant and I live in a tiny house. So, but
I got told I was a dentist.
I know. Yeah, that was an interesting one.
Jeez. I wish I was a fucking dentist. but I'm saying, aside from all that, George, this interview is about me and Anthony fighting each other. So, Anthony, I'm going to ask you straight up: do you want to fight? You do want to fight, right?
Yeah, obviously, fucking fight's a fight for me, no matter who it is. So I'll have those.
All right. So with everything that was said, I get you. So with everything that was said, are we still going to go ahead with the fight? Because listen, I understand you said you didn't want to give me the fight because you didn't want to give me what I wanted, and I get that because I'm the same way. I won't budge on a topic just literally to prove a point. So I get it. Like I told you, I don't say sorry and I don't make peace with people, but me and you had a rapport for a year. And I don't like that I got that nuts with you. And I mean, I literally was telling you my condolences for your father. And then I jumped to that extreme because I felt disrespected. You hurt my feelings, Anthony, on national TV. So I thought we had a better understanding than we did. And I went postal. So I would like to hopefully have that behind us and still get to fucking punch each other in the face. I really want to punch you in the face.
Yeah, definitely. Same back. Yeah. Same right, yeah.
Perfect. Well, we at a point now, do we feel we can wrap this up and push for this fight?
Yeah, like I say, it's everything I've said. Last I spoke to Jim, I've said go ahead for both. So I'm hoping to face both as soon as possible anyway, whoever. So it's all up to BKB now, but I've got go ahead for both names, for Lowell and Eric, in whichever order he decides to give me. So
yeah, well, like I said, with Jim, I told Jim I'll be on weight because I'm down here training at this MMA gym. So all the wrestling and grappling gets the weight off you. So I'm already down substantially. So I'm continuing to push for it. Come back, link back up with my trainer, Michael Canelli, and then Simon down at Fitness Factory. And that's all I could say. And I'll say this going forward. I personally think I beat Anthony. Anthony thinks he beats me. Now let the whole fucking world hear what the fuck I'm saying, because I know everybody's fucking and their mother's going to have an opinion about it. That's a fight. Any fans who feel they have a problem with what I've said, approach me and we can handle it. Any of my fans who dislike Holmes, approach him and he can handle it. Let the fighters fight. Enjoy your bottled water and your Charlie, your Coke you're sniffing in the bathroom, and shut the fuck up. Gets me so mad. I hate fans. I hate them.
Such a way with words. And I think that's a beautiful closing statement. I mean, I think we've covered a lot of ground here. It seems as though we're at a mutual point. And thank you for your time, guys.
Yeah, no
problem.
Perfect.